That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? You know, the Superman media tour is now in full force. They started off in the Philippines and Manila, then they're in Brazil. And along the way, they've been showing the first 30 minutes of Superman to actual fans, not just critics, not media. They're showing it to just moviegoers, showing them the first 30 minutes. And we are now getting the first reactions from those people. And they're great. Now, let me say this up front so it can be very, very clear. Number one, this is the fans' reactions to the first full 30 minutes of the film. Okay? So they're dealing with probably about 30.
I don't know if it's I think it's 30 minutes total, but I don't know.
Oh, is it? I thought it was the first 30.
Yeah, I don't know.
30. Maybe it's just a 30-minute chunk of something. Okay. Well, again, 30 minutes of the film, maybe it's the first 30. Maybe it was a 30-minute chunk in the middle there. But I know it was one continuous 30 minutes of the film. It's not like they picked a bunch of 5-minute scenes. Yeah. So they showed them 30 minutes of the film. People in the live chat are confirming it was the first 30. Okay, so that it is just the first 30 minutes, so about 30% of the film. I also want to remind everybody about this. A number of years ago at CinemaCon, they showed us, you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
They showed us the first 30 minutes of the Pixar animated film Lightyear. And those first 30 minutes were great.
Yep.
They were great. I loved it.
Me too.
Then I saw the whole film. Wah, wah. It went downhill fast after the first 30 minutes. So now, am I saying that's going to happen with Superman? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying.
We've been shills for this movie for a year.
Yeah, I'm just saying, keep in mind that we have seen the first 30 minutes of another movie once that we thought was awesome, and then the movie as a whole didn't turn out to be very good. I'm just saying, keep that grain of salt with you, okay? With that said, remember, these are not media people. These are not critics. These are just average fans. The response has been amazing. Let's go over and check some of these out. This is coming to us from the Direct. We're obviously having some.
I will attempt.
Yeah, see if you can bring up, just if you go to the link, Jonathan, that I sent you in the show notes, maybe you can just bring it up.
All right.
Yourself. But this is coming to us from the Direct, where it is saying this. Check out fans' reviews and impressions from Manila's 30-minute Superman preview below. And here it is. Okay, so we've got on X. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. It's a little bit further down the screen, a little bit further there, just a little bit more. There we go. On X, Migo McGaming described James Gunn's Superman as beautiful and noted how quickly the preview flew by. No way. I saw the first 30 minutes of Superman after feeling so hopeless the entire day. Needless to say, it was damn beautiful. Time absolutely flew by, and Superman himself and the cast right in front of me look up. Major groups Good Joth specifically applauded the flying scene from Superman, saying you can feel the speed and IMAX is a must. Holy, just saw 30 minutes of Superman. The fly scene is unique and you can feel the speed of Superman. IMAX is a must for this movie. More high praise from Sean Matt, who posted James Gunn has done it, describing the preview footage as amazing. I got a chance to watch the first 30 minutes of Superman and it was amazing. David Cornsweat, James Gunn have done it. Super stoked for this one. AJ Sizon on X described the Superman preview footage as absolute visual treat and further added to the conversation that the audience should see it in IMAX. Holy shit, I can't say anything else about the first 30 minutes of Superman, but holy shit, epic. An absolute visual treat, definitely best experienced on IMAX. Felt so lucky to have my Funko Pop signed by the cast during the yesterday's fan meet. Super worth it. Finally, in a post on X, Geek Culture describes Superman as watching the comics come to life, noting the film's vibrant colors and masterfully crafted sequences. There are other reactions online. All of them fall completely in line with what we're reading here. Again, the whole little asterisk, first 30, and we've seen another movie show the first 30 that we loved and then didn't love the movie overall. Just throwing that out there. Again, not trying to be negative, just stating a fact. But these reactions, again, not from media, not from critics, not from anybody with inside sources. This is just straight up fans going to go see it. And I'm particularly like, holy shit, this is epic sort of stuff. And Rob, I think one of the key things that I'm sure the people at Warner Brothers are happy hearing is just seeing that it's vivid, it's bright, which is one of the criticisms that movies like Man of Steel had. A movie I love, by the way. I love Man of Steel. But what are you thinking about some of the reactions that we're hearing from this? Are they in line with what you're expecting? Is there anything hearing from these reactions that's surprising you? What do you think about this?
Well, I can't help but think about the first time I saw the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I was really excited to see it. Loved the trailers. Thought it was really fun. And that movie was wildly entertaining.
Yeah, it was so good.
I think about the opening when Star-Lord's walking his way into stealing that, the artifact. And you got music playing, and there's the little creatures. He picks one of them up. It would not surprise me at all. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the whole thing. I loved all the characters. I had a big smile on my face watching that movie. The whole thing. I don't understand why people wouldn't think that James Gunn, with all the weight of the world on his shoulders, a whole studio trying to rely on him to reboot their entire IP of all these characters, why people would think we wouldn't get something at least as fun as Guardians of the Galaxy 1. And and he did the same thing for me with the Suicide Squad.
Oh, his Suicide Squad movie was so good.
It was a hoot. I loved it. I loved. I don't care what it did at the box office because it was released day and date on HBO Max during the pandemic. I am expecting that level of entertainment. Why? Because James Gunn has done it for me multiple times. Let's go back to Slither, which you love.
That's Slither's still my favorite James Gunn movie.
A wildly entertaining movie. And I think to myself, like all these people that are, I do not doubt. James Gunn has proved to me over and over and over again, and I got to work with him on a really tiny, low-budget movie. There's nothing that James Gunn has done that has not entertained me. Even Super, which is dark.
Was such a Super was a movie that was ahead of its time.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. And I'm like, so James Gunn is a filmmaker that has earned my respect, earned my admiration, and earned my I understand and know that he is going to entertain me. So that said, my hopes for this movie are through the roof. And I now know that no matter what he does, I'm going to be far more entertained by Superman than I was by Jurassic World Refund.
That's not hard.
It's
not going to be hard to do.
But now now for the summer of 2025, I've got now something to compare it to. But no, I think this movie's going to be terrific. I think everybody's going to have a big smile on their face. I think kids are going to go with their parents more than once. What's not to love?
Well, I mean, as long as the movie's good. Because listen, I'll tell you straight up. Going back to the Jurassic World Refund thing. I was very excited about this. The trailers for this look great. I've been saying for weeks this Jurassic movie looks like a return to the spirit of the original Jurassic Park.
The quotes said that too, to be fair.
Yeah, but then look what happened. So, I mean, Superman could go downhill really quick. Maybe it can, but it is my most anticipated movie of the year. I'm still going to stick that. I'm still sticking with the, I think, very good 110 to 120 million opening weekend. I still think that is a wonderful place for it to land. I think that's a realistic place for it to land. I'm seeing these projection numbers saying 160, 170, 180. And look, and I hope they're right. I do. But I'm still thinking a great solid 110, $120 million opening. How big do you think this thing opens?
Well, I'm going to look up.
Look up.
And I'm gonna say I think it's gonna wind up somewhere around 150.
I hope you're right.
If it promises that, because I do think this is a 4-quadrant film. I think that like with movies like Captain Marvel, people underestimated the female audience when it first came out. I think people are underestimating the fact that this is going to do Lilo and Stitch numbers because kids are going to go with their parents. They've seen this, and I think that's going to be the secret weapon. We're thinking about it in terms of our demographic. I think the kid demographic is going to make this thing go way higher than tracking shows.
I hope so. I mean, I hope you're right. I would love it if this movie could open to like 150, 160.
Yeah, because I think the family audience isn't the audience that they're tracking. I think they're tracking the normal audience for MCU movies. And there's a lot of parents that don't take their kids to MCU movies because they're a little more sophisticated. With Superman and the way it looks with Crypto the dog, what parents aren't going to take their kids to this?
Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Actual movie fans have now, in different parts of the world, have been watching at least the first 30 minutes of Superman, and the reactions we're getting are through the roof. Again, saw that with Lightyear, and that didn't turn out so good. But, I mean, everybody seems to be losing their mind for this thing. I cannot wait. July 8th cannot get here fast enough. It's my most anticipated film of the year. Here's hoping it turns out solid. Whatever you guys are feeling about this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.